I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the Metro Manila Arena. We're here in the Philippines for tonight's main event. 12 rounds of heavyweight action between these two great warriors.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, and his opponents, fighting out of the blue corner, the Hitman.
All right, guys. Protect yourself at all times. Got that? All right, let's touch them up.
When you get a fight like this that everybody's been talking about, it's always so interesting to see these opening moments here in round number one.
Well, one fighter here, as we've seen time and time again, it just doesn't have the physicality. He doesn't have the overall strength against his opponents. But what does he have?
Well, he has the greatest muscle that the human body has, the brain muscle. Use it. Be smart. Give angles. Get out. Keep your opponent off balance. If he's bigger and stronger, he needs a certain kind of set position to use that. Do not give that to him.
Well, he took one right there, but then he targeted one right back. Not precise at all by the Hitman. Frustrating his opponent with great defense. Well-placed counter-punch by Taison. And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one. This is great action right from the start. What an opening round between these two. What a shot. What a clean left hand that was that knocked him down. So he is able to get up to his feet after that knockdown. But Teddy, it's what's ahead that's the problem.
Yeah, we're getting a peek right now into his heart, into his soul.
Halfway through round number one. And Taison with a block punch. Teddy, a prime Mike Tyson here has so many KO1s sprinkled across his record. Oh, he falls victim to that big hook. That's just like a little love shove right there. Just a little love shove to give yourself some room.
All right, come on now. Come on, work it out. Work it out. See some punches here.
We always see great athletes week in and week out. But, Teddy, what sport do you think can produce the best boxers?
Well, believe it or not, basketball, everybody would say football. We saw Too Tall Jones. He got demolished by little guys. We saw Gastineau. He got demolished. We saw Highsmith. He got demolished. A lot of football players haven't done well. But basketball players, they have the physical skill sets where they can make a pretty good fighter. Of course, you have to get a guy that mentally is adjusted.
Final 10 seconds of round number one. Round comes to an end. We saw the knockdown there in that round. A little bit of a momentum gainer.
Yeah, obviously it gives you confidence, but you know what? It can also be a momentum killer, believe it or not.
How so?
Joe, I've had guys where the worst thing that happened to them in a fight was when they scored the knockdown because they thought it was just going to keep happening. And they thought about only the punch they landed, not how they set it up. So they got away from the game plan.
Devastating blow by Taison. Good exchange. He fires back. Right on the mark, both guys with the hook. Thought he had his target, but way off to the side with the uppercut. You know, you go out there, a fighter like this, you were just knocked down in the last round. Now you got to go out there, you got to prove to your opponent, hey, I'm fine. You got to prove to the whole arena, hey, look at me, I'm fine.
You also have to prove a lot to yourself, though, don't you?
Yeah, but you have to remember, that's a good question, but you have to remember this fighter has been there before. So just remember, I have dealt with it before. And then you have to beat David Copperfield. A little bit of a magician, a little smoke and mirrors, and con your opponent. Let him think you're all right. Let him think you even want to fight, when really you just want to buy a little time.
Was it that obvious right from the start that this physical specimen that you were seeing as a 12, 13, 14-year-old was going to end up being the pro fighter we're seeing in the ring now?
Well, Costamano, the first day we had in the gym, said to me, you're going to have a chance maybe to train your first heavyweight champ if this guy stays interested, if he gives us a chance to develop him.
Halfway through round number 2. A huge uppercut by Tyson. One for you now, he says, right back with the left hand. He got hit, but he sends it right back. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Putting him in position against the ropes. Tactical game paying off. You can see the counter punch.
Yeah, you see the counter punch, but you know what I see? I see a little tentativeness now in him because he's afraid to let anything go, because when he misses, bang, it gets caught.
Final 10 seconds of round number 2. Oh, and they decide to trade there. End of the round here, a round that saw a lot of action, the kind of round that fans pay to be here to see.
Well, these are TV-friendly fighters, and we figured that coming in.
Good scoring counter punch by Tyson. Parries the punch, comes back with the hook. Wow, great action right from the start. Hey, I don't know that they can keep up this pace, but if they do, what a night we got ahead of us.
Yeah, we're getting tired just watching this early part.
Good-looking counter punch. How is he able to do this? How is he able to take these shots?
You know, one time Muhammad Ali talked about taking a chin. He had one of the great chins of all time. And what he basically talked about was that when you start to get hit those shots, you start to go down a hallway. And then you go into a gray room. You go from a light room to a gray room. And at the end of the hallway, you see a dark room. You don't want to go to that dark room. And you have a choice. You put your feet down and you start backing up. I'm not going to that dark room. This guy is not being taken to that dark room.
Blocks that belt line well. Good counter punching there with the overhand right.
Teddy, a Mike Tyson left hook. Where's it come from?
Well, it comes from everywhere. I mean, he wants to make sure that he annihilates you. So he puts everything into it. Shoulder snap, body, back, everything.
A nice block by Tyson. Nice block by Tyson. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. Very clever move there. A little defense turns to offense. The counter punch by Tyson. job to land that counter punch and getting away from one of his own by Tyson. How about that? Back-to-back he lands by Mike Tyson. Blood now from the nose of Mike Tyson. Round comes to an end. And that's one of those rounds, Teddy, that just takes on a certain style, a certain characteristic. And that was a busy one.
Yeah, it was a busy one. Look, Joe, you don't have to look for these guys. They're right there in front of you.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think sometimes you just get those rounds where it all happens?
Because of styles. You know, styles make fights. In this case, you're seeing proof of that right there. Both guys that are aggressive, both guys that are very confident.
The hitman's pushing away right there. You can see him shoving, trying to create some space. And a well-placed counter by Tyson. Undoubtedly, the most effective element of his entire arsenal tonight is his jab. He's so committed to fighting on the outside, and he's jabbing away beautifully.
Well, Customato used to tell me, Teddy, when you're in doubt, jab. Well, this fighter, when he's been in doubt, he's jabbed. When he's been sure of himself, he's jabbed. As you said, he's made a jab fest of this all night long.
Mike Tyson, youngest heavyweight champion ever, claiming all 3 belts, unifying the title, and then, of course, making a ragdoll out of Michael Spinks. How important is that to his legacy?
Everything. I mean, he came up with the man, his mentor, Customato, who had the prior youngest heavyweight champ of all time. That was Floyd Patterson. He wanted to break that record. He planned on, he lived to break that record.
Wow! Mike Tyson's in a bad place right now. He was tagged.
Oh, Tyson's hurt there. Tyson is hurt, Teddy, and he's going to hold on.
He's going to hold on. He's going to try to survive. But the most important thing is he's got to clear those cobwebs. I don't just mean physically. I mean mentally, where when it's over with, he's ready to fight again.
Teddy, he went from being on the edge of the cliff to now climbing back up the mountain.
Well, you know, that's where you want to know if a guy recovers fast. Obviously, he has the capacity to recover very quickly.
Blocks that punch. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Mike Tyson. A stinging counterpunch after some fine defense by Tyson. 10 seconds to go in the 4th. Oh, and there you go. Mike Tyson's banged by a right hand. We come to the end of this round. Teddy, a round in which maybe a lot of trainers don't like to see because it was a very busy round for both guys.
Well, it depends what kind of style, what kind of strength your fighter has, or even what kind of weaknesses. If I had a guy who likes to box, who likes to counterpunch, I want a guy coming at him. Not with a lot of TNT in his gloves, but coming forward where my guy is well suited. He can pick him off a little bit.
There's a taste of the sweet science. You see the skill he has in counterpunching.
And you know what he's doing is taking his opponent's jab away.
Great pace to this fight, Teddy. These guys are not coming out of 5th gear. Nobody's slowing down.
No, they're fighting a 6th, 7th, and 8th gear.
Well off the mark by Tyson. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Back and forth exchange. Boy, just staying on the outside away from danger and scoring well. Mike Tyson's making for a trainer's dream right now. Picking his shots, Teddy. Selecting when, where, and being very accurate.
Yeah, the old timers would say he's a real sharpshooter. That's exactly what he's doing. He's not missing much.
He got hit, but he sends it right back. Well-targeted counterpunch by the hitman. This is just perfect. I mean, just what I want to see when I come to the fight. Sign me up for this kind of a brawl any day of the week.
You know, it's unbelievable. You feel like you've already witnessed an entire war, but you're reminded it's only one of the battles. We still have many more to go.
Lands flush with the two-punch combo by the hitman. Able to counter that attack. Coming to the end of round number 5, last 10 seconds. And now committing to that midsection as the target with the combination punching.
I'm not going to stand here and watch you take those shots. You understand me?
They are back to action here, but that action has only favored one man. Completely one-sided. Hard to see the scorecards coming into play here with how dominating he's been. Mike Tyson on the inside can do such damage as he is here. Good job of just letting those hands go. Teddy, so much work in the gym goes into head movement and how to hit a moving target. Doesn't matter in this fight tonight.
No, this guy doesn't move his head. The old timers would say he gets insulted if you miss him.
Teddy, is this becoming a mental thing with him? I mean, he's not firing off the big power punches. I got to wonder why.
You know, that's a good question. Sometimes a guy is making a silent agreement in his mind that maybe if I don't hit him hard, he won't hit me hard back. He's not confident enough now to throw the punches without worrying about what to come back at him.
Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round.
Hands up, hands up.
A little defense turns to offense by Tyson. Landing a two-punch combo by Tyson. Now this is exactly what I love out of an offensive fighter, Teddy. A guy who's able to put together the multi-punch combinations and make it look like it's just the sweet science.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you can do when you have good fundamentals. Not just good physical ability. That's only part of the equation. But just good technical ability. And that's what he's doing. He's snapping his punches. They're nice and clean. They're crisp. They're short. They're together.
Digs in with a good solid uppercut after taking a shot. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. Able to cover up that gut. Nice work with the jab on the outside. Ten seconds remaining in this round. Got to try to do better than that. He missed with that hook. End of the round here, and as I glance around ringside and look at the judges, I'm wondering what they're writing down, because that was a tough round to score.
Yeah, it was, and you know, it's the kind of round where one guy would be really smart to take a page out of the book of Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, where Leonard stole rounds at the end. where he just clipped off 30 seconds, and that's exactly what the judges remembered.
Fight this fight. Jab and move. Get the compress on that. Let's work on the swelling. We're working on that swelling.
Six rounds in the books, 6 to go. He returns the favor with a right hand of his own.
He's just not concentrating on the body as a target here, Teddy.
No, and you know, you wouldn't mind if he didn't have to. In other words, it all depends on the scenario. This scenario says that he should be going to the body, and he should recognize that. And that's part of the talent of a fighter, recognition, that you have to recognize where the opportunities are.
And a smart counterpunch by Tyson. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot, and then comes back with an uppercut. That's just like a little love shove right there. Just a little love shove to give yourself some room. This is great stuff. I mean, great stuff. Bringing it every which way they are.
Joe, you remember the time you were on a vacation, you saw that perfect sunset?
Oh, yeah.
It was just beautiful. This is beautiful.
Well-placed counterpunch by Tyson. Oh, look at that. They exchange hooks.
Body shot.
Halfway through the 7th round. Very clever move there. A little defense turns to offense. The counterpunch by Tyson. Iron's making for a tough target there. He gets away from that punch. The hitman's got to understand that he's trailing in these scorecards, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does, but he also has to understand a way to turn it around. He has to try to zero in on one shot that can give him a chance to turn this around.
But if it hasn't been there all night, how's it going to show up out of left field?
You know, I think that it is there. He just has not taken advantage. Every once in a while, his opponent, when he steps back with his hands down. What you have to do now is look for that shot right behind him where he's going to walk into it.
Good defensive skill with the block by Tyson. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Gets rid of that body shot. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot, and then comes back with an uppercut. Come to the end of the round. Always interesting to see how things will play out in our fights. Teddy, it's always great anticipation when we come sit ringside and the build-up of what's going to happen.
Yeah, it is. And it's always great having a little electricity in the crowd. You know, it helps. I know it helps me with the broadcast to know that you have these passionate fans that are around.
Gets rid of that effort. Looks like he has some blood under his eye around the cheek. And Tyson with a block punch. And a good counter by Tyson. Good job fighting from the outside. The jab has been able to carry the night for him so far. Why so, Teddy?
Well, first of all, he's been able to get it off at the right time. His opponent, that sweet spot. You know, you hear about that in baseball. You want to just hit that ball in the sweet spot. Well, the jab, he's catching his opponent just as he's starting to get into his range before he can get off.
Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Accurate counter punch by Tyson. On the mark, the counter punch by Tyson. What a fight. What a great non-stop action fight this has been. A shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. We come to the end of the round. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. And looking up at these corners, you can see the cutmen obviously getting to work as they do after every round. What makes a great cutman?
Well, he's got to have the right medicines, the right coagulants to stop that. Usually Aventine, thrombin, adrenaline. But the most important thing, Joe, is he has to be calm. He has to be able to identify where that cut is. Maybe there's more than one cut. So you got to be calm enough to see the whole picture, the whole landscape, clean it off, put pressure on it. Get that medicine in there, keep your fighter from getting excited. And then you need a fighter who's going to get on his wheels a little bit, give the medicine a chance to work.
Oh, he is stunned. He could go down. Oh, he's hurt. He was hurt right there, but now he's grabbing on like it's a life preserver.
And he's going to have to stay there if he's going to get through these rapids.
The hitman's just making some room for himself here. Tyson takes that blow and now looks to clinch.
He wants to clear his head right now, but not just physically, emotionally. He wants to get rid of that memory. He wants to make sure that he can move on after this and get aggressive again.
And a good counter by Tyson. Oh, that's gotta hurt. The hitman's been stunned.
Come on now.
Boy, what guts. What guts to stay in there and gather yourself again after he was taking a beating.
Yeah, what guts, what instincts, and what a set of whiskers.
How's he putting himself into danger by clearly slowing down here? Because I don't think he has that pep, that little jump in his step that he had earlier.
Well, first of all, he's going to allow his opponent to gain some confidence. When he goes back to the corner, his people are going to say, hey, this guy's human. This guy's tired. Get after him.
Nice strike after catching one time. He goes down. Oh, he may be close here. Can he survive the round? nice, crisp hook after a fine defensive effort. He's to improve that. Holy cow! Mike Tyson stunned, and he is hurt.
It's like a light switch just went on. All of a sudden, he's the aggressor now.
Well, it's like your parents came in the room and they put that switch on. His corner, not his parents, told him, get on this guy.
Oh, a nice two-punch combo by Tyson. Oh, Mike Tyson's been stunned. He's having a much better round here. Earlier, we saw him being outworked, but right now, he's the one getting to work.
Yeah, well, you know, you go out to a restaurant, you have a half dozen half-shell clams, you might get a tummy ache. Well, he's been eating a lot of left hooks. I don't know if he has a tummy ache, but he figures right about now he wants to get rid of that indigestion. And the best way, start attacking.
Tried and true method that works out very well. The counterpunch landing by Tyson. Able to dismiss it. Hitman's got to snap out of it. I mean, he went down earlier, but he just has the look of a fighter who has had everything taken out of him.
Yeah, you know, his personality is betraying him a little bit now, Joe. It's funny you bring that up because he's a careful guy anyway. But now after being hurt, boy, he's taking that to another level.
On the mark, the counter punch by the Hitman. Well, what do they say, Teddy? Something's got to stick. That combination was something.
Well, you know what it was? The first couple punches were throwaway punches. Set up the later punches.
And as this round comes to an end, Teddy, you just get the sense that at any point this fight could come to an end because it is being fought with bad intentions.
Yes, these guys are not behaving like guys that are coming here thinking about going to the scorecards. They're letting everything go in every punch.
Nice block by the Hitman. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. He throws a big wide punch and leaves himself wide open.
Well, it's like leaving your window open in your house in the middle of winter. You know, a lot of cold air is going to come in. Guess what? Some hooks are coming in soon.
Targeted counterpunch by Tyson. Good work doubling up that jab by Tyson. And he continues to hold there. landing the counterpunch. Teddy, it's one of my favorite times of one of our fight broadcasts. When we make the declaration, he has to have a knockout to win.
And how's he going to do it? Well, I think he's got to be a photographer. He's got to be a guy that goes in the dark room, really, Joe, and start looking at the...
Late goings here of this round, and he goes down. Can he survive it? This fight is over. Mike Tyson's going to be partying tonight. A knockout victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, by knockout, your winner,
Mike Tyson's your winner by knockout, Teddy.
Well, we came in wondering whether or not his opponent had a good chin. We found out.
I'm Joe Tessitore for Teddy Atlas saying thanks for being with us and enjoy the rest of your night.